So I bought this hotspot cordless plastic stapler from Polyvance, another great tool that they have in their collection. And it comes with the staples that you use, different types for corners and flat and the squiggly ones. And here's the tool itself. It's rechargeable, and I think it's still like pretty, like, look at that. So it's not blinking red. So I've already used this for like maybe a dozen staples, and it did its job really well. So I'm actually really impressed with this. It does come with the recharger, so it is cordless as well. This is going to be great for repairing bumpers and adding, like, I guess, more reinforcement to it. I'm going to go ahead and also fix my tabs on my car bumpers. So if you guys are wondering what was I doing with my spoiler the other day, I guess at some point a tree branch fell on it, so I had this long crack going to here, and I saw on the freeway when I was driving one day to work that the spoiler was just flapping up and down like this, and so I was like, wow, that has never happened. So when I got to work, I looked under and I had this long ass crack, and I was like, oh cool, what happened? So for those that were asking what tool did I use, it is on the pricier side, I will say. I think I ended up paying like about $180 for it. But if you see yourself doing a lot of repairs like these over time, then I say it's a really good investment. But if this is more like a DIY one-time use thing, eBay does have some generic off-brand ones for a lot cheaper. Probably would only be a one-time use thing. So if I were to recommend this to someone, then I'd say get the Polyvance one, since I have their plastic welder for the bumpers, and that's already been around for a very long time, and I've been using it a lot of times. So quality is there, and obviously this is fixed. Put some JB weld on it, it's dry, so now we're gonna go ahead and sand it down. That the spoiler was already becoming very dull from the paint. This is like garage paint job from like, I don't know, 5 years ago or 6 years ago probably. So I feel like it's done its job. I'm just gonna go ahead and respray it myself here in the backyard with some 2K clear, and I do have some touch-up paint for this that I used when I did my Gretty front lip, so I'll go ahead and reuse that and reinstall this. So now that the JB weld has completely dried off, now I'm over here sanding it. I already got this area pretty smooth with the 220 grit. Once I'm done with the 220 grit, I'm gonna hit it with a 600 grit. So I'm just pretty much hitting it with the Harbor Freight palm sander. This thing is pretty good. It does the work really well, and I've already used it for numerous hours. For the price I paid for, I'm really happy that this thing works. So gotta go back sanding. Went ahead and mixed up a little bit of that dolphin filler stuff. Already applied it, already dry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sand it. And I already went ahead and covered up the third brake light cover with tape, so we're just gonna sand all this with like 800 grit, just like a scuff it up, because we're just gonna repaint the whole thing. I'm not just gonna paint this top side and leave this bottom side unpainted, even though no one's gonna see this. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand it and go from there. So we got the spoiler all mounted up, wet sanded with 600 grit. I think that should be more than enough. Got our base coat right here. And yeah, this is gonna be our focus area here, this side of the spoiler. All I did was just pretty much put some wire on the where it mounts on the post. So let's go ahead and paint. So I took off the passenger side spoiler post, went ahead and took off the 3M tape. I'm gonna go ahead and reapply some fresh one. So if you guys don't know, I use this rubber wheel to take off the 3M tape, and it does a really good job. Doesn't really damage the paint. All this right here, it's damaged because of the post itself vibrating on the paint, so I didn't know that. So unfortunately the paint is already damaged, but I do plan on the future deleting the rear wiper blades, so when I do that and I repaint the hatch, I'll get those fixed up. So I got it all prepared, got the area cleaned up right here. I'm peeling off the 3M tape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach the spoiler, the mid blade, to that, and then this, and then slowly bring it down. Zam, Daniel. One thing I'm slowly regretting is this. So when I was taking off the mid blade originally, this was still 3M taped to this, so it was kind of hard to get it off. So what I was doing is I was just pulling this to the outside, and then the stud for this one, this stud, it ended up scraping right here when I was lifting it up out of the post. So slowly regretting that, but I mean overall the mid blade turned out great. It's probably the only thing with the nicest paint right now. So unfortunately, as I said guys, this was a garage paint job. I'll go ahead and post pictures. So it's not the greatest, but eventually down the road I will consider respraying the whole car, and I might actually just paint the roof a white pearl because I just like the uniqueness of it. I don't know, maybe down the road I might do this a white pearl as well. Other than that, let's finish up guys. I still gotta peel off the 3M tape and bolt it up from the bottom. And there you have it guys, it's done. So I did reinforce it. I did tell my sister, because she's the one driving this, to not close it from here, even though you can't really reach it from there. See, it's like, yeah. So you just go like that, but I think maybe if she did, she probably went like that. I don't know. She says it wasn't her, but I think it was one of these branches that fell down because this tree's really old. I mean, it's on there, guys. So if it does decide to crack again, then I'm gonna have to retire the spoiler and probably go with a Kaminari, because that was originally the spoiler I wanted, because I guess the Kaminari you can get an option with a carbon fiber mid blade, but that was originally the spoiler I wanted. But I only kept this one because I bought it from the junkyard for $40, so it's been on my car ever since then. But the car looks complete again, so doesn't look like a weird car now without this mid blade. Looking pretty fresh and sexy. So I'm gonna give it a quick wash and let you guys go. So before I wash the car, I'm gonna go ahead and polish my headlights. And while I'm polishing my headlights, I'm gonna go ahead and change my daytime running light to an LED one, because I had originally bought these off eBay. They just flicker like crazy and they are just complete trash. Like, honestly guys, if you guys go on eBay and buy the most cheapest LEDs, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna fucking regret it. You're gonna get mad at yourself and you're gonna say, wow, I just wasted money. Paid about 15 bucks for these. They don't even light up. They don't. They, like, even if, because these headlights are run regular beam and high beam on the signal one, I didn't even see the difference on high beam, so whatever. I ended up going with some Last Fit ones. Not a sponsored video, but pretty much everything that I buy from them has been pretty good. But these, the only reason I didn't originally go with Last Fit ones was because they had some that had a fan mounted on the back, and their new design ones just have a heat sink to dissipate the heat much easier, I guess. So we're gonna polish the headlights and see if the heat that this dissipates kind of affects the lens in a way from yellowing it, because this is gonna be inside of the housing on the Celica HID headlights. Is, if you guys don't realize or don't know, for those that don't have the HID headlights, you have a box right here that controls your HID, and then you have the one that controls your high beam. Then you have your motor right here, your turn signal, and your LED. So basically, I already went ahead and opened this one, but we pull this back. Careful not to break it. So if you guys suffer from condensation building up in your headlights on your HIDs, what helped me was I pretty much got the rubber molding out and I applied a thin layer of RTV all around the headlight, and I never got water in there. So rainy season is not upon us right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this back without putting new RTV. But basically there's our regular 9005, and there's our HID right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and twist this. God, another thing I can't do on camera. So there you have it. It's a really tight fit. Look at that, really tight. So that's the reason why I never ran LEDs in here, because the Last Fit ones, the ones that they had the fan and it would bulge up to here and I wouldn't be able to close it. But these are a slimmer profile, shorter profile, and they ended up working. So before I completely put these on the car, I'm gonna go ahead and test them out. So I already went ahead and installed the headlights back onto the vehicle, and I really need to get a new passenger side headlight because this one's all hazy. Like, you can kind of see it's already on the inside right here. It's like it's trying to haze white. That's the inside, that's not the outside. I tried sanding it. Yeah, I only used 2000 grit. I should probably use 3000, but regardless, that haze on the inside is not gonna go away. But my right side, it's somewhat pretty good. So I am in the market for a passenger side one because, as I said, the haze on the inside can't get away with it. I will be looking for one, but if you guys do have a lead for a pretty good passenger side one, let me know. These are the USDM ones, not the JDM ones. But other than that, regarding the Celica's, I guess, future to the channel, as I said multiple times, I'm not going to sell this car. This car is here to stay. This car isn't going anywhere, but just content has been pretty dry on it, unfortunately. So one thing I do want to do, or one thing I already did, was I bought a whole new front bumper because this one's, all the tabs are broken and it's starting to break apart. I believe over here as well. So, and then I hate this right here. This is already like heated up and kind of warped. It's not as bad on this side. It's not as bad, but it's already getting pretty bad. This is the worst one, so I ended up just buying a whole new front bumper from Toyota OEM. Clayton helped me out there. So we're gonna be taking the lip off, repairing it right there, and installing the whole new front bumper with the license plate delete, because I don't want to have the front license plate there. Wheels, I will be getting these powder coated, some sort of OEM color. What else? As I said multiple times, I do want to get the car repainted because it's not in perfect condition, guys. Like far away from in pictures, it looks pretty cool, but it just doesn't look good. What else do we gotta address? Rear wiper delete, third brake light delete. Yeah, paint. That's when I ran over something on the highway. Yeah. What else do we gotta do to this car? Get new moldings. But other than that, this has been my sister's daily driver for about, I don't know, 2 years now. Pretty much since the last time I went to a Celica meet. It's been her daily driver, and I haven't really been driving it. I was driving it when the Corolla XRS was down, but obviously the Corolla is back, so I don't need to daily drive this anymore. But regardless, I will try to spit out some more content. I can't show you guys the lights right now. It's too bright right now. But one thing I did notice with the LEDs, for some weird reason, the daytime running lights just stopped working. I don't know why. So now my high beams are the only ones that work. So if you guys know why that's that, let me know. So basically I don't have daytime running lights anymore. They just convert them to high beams, which I'm not too upset about. Yeah, I'm not too upset about that, because when at night, these are the ones that turn on. So it is what it is. But other than that, I don't think this is ever gonna get a manual conversion, guys. My sister just refuses to want me to convert it to manual, and she's the one that's driving this a lot. So until she doesn't get a new car, this is probably gonna stay automatic, which I'm actually okay with, because there's days when I don't want to drive a manual, and I can easily pick this up, because then sometimes my dad is driving the XR. So I think that's about it. I do have plans. One last thing, I do have plans to get different brake calipers or better brake option. I won't reveal too much what I'm gonna do, because I do want to make a video about it, and I feel like this is going to be pretty good information for you guys. So that's going to be a future video, guys. Other than that, if you guys stick around for this video to the end, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys are the ones that are making a difference to the channel. So more content on this in the near future, but other than that, there's your 7th gen content for now. 6th gen is gonna go to my sister's house. It's gonna hibernate there for a while, because I do need to pull out the dashboard to fix my heater core, and I need to replace the evaporator that's on the dashboard. So that's gonna be videos for other day, because I really want to get the AC working on that car. EG, I am talking with someone right now to get the frame pulled out, the frame vent pulled out. Scion TC content is on the way. I got some new videos coming up. A lot of content for the Corolla XRS, guys. Other than that, catch you guys later.